Hello everybody and welcome back to another trip report. I've just arrived here at Gold Coast Coolangatta International Airport here in South Queensland, or not far from New South Wales. In fact, half of it's in New South Wales. But yeah, today I'm going to be flying Qantas from here in Coolangatta down to Melbourne Tullamarine International Airport aboard Qantas on a Boeing 737. Anyways, I've arrived here at check-in, so I only have about 50 minutes till my plane boards. So let's go and check in and then go to the lounge. Check-in completed. I have my boarding pass. Can't say it's high quality. It's almost hard to tell it's Qantas. It doesn't have any branding. But yeah, anyways, let's head through security and check out the Qantas Club lounge, assuming that it's open. Security done. It was really quick. It's a very efficient security. Just to the left already here is the Qantas Club lounge. Okay, now here in the Qantas lounge, as you can see, Qantas do not have many flights out of Gold Coast at all. They have 4 every day, otherwise it's predominantly Jetstar, 2 to Melbourne, 2 to Sydney. And just here, welcome to the Qantas Club lounge. It's really nice and quiet. Unfortunately, there's no view, but what I can say is I really like, they have a nice selection of chairs, they have some bar stools and PowerPoints. Then you have like soft drinks and a couple beer or something like that, and tonic water available, self-serve, and a couple food, which I'll show you in a minute. Due to there being only 35 passengers on today's flight, so only about a quarter full, maybe less, it is now time for boarding, and we've gone from first boarding call to final call in about 2 minutes. So anyways, let's leave the lounge. It's been a nice day. It's a beautiful place. Bathrooms particularly are nice. Decent food selection. But anyways, let's head to the gate and board. Gate 5, so not too far. Okay, now out here in the proper terminal of Gold Coast. Our plane for today is VH-VXP. Hi.
Wonderful, thank
you. But yeah, our plane for today is VH-VXP. It's a 2003 build, so pretty old, 18-year-old Boeing 737-800, delivered brand new to Qantas. It's also in the silver livery. It's a nice humid day out here. Today's plane also has the name, or nickname, Logan, as you can see here. Hi, not too bad, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
That's good.
Excellent,
Thank you. Business class is in 2-2 configuration and there are 12 seats. And
Headphones?
my seat for today is 6F, on the right side of the aircraft, technically speaking, but when boarding from the front, on the left. It's right near the front and has a nice view of the engine. Now that I'm on board here with my seatbelt fastened, let's go through the seat features of this aircraft, or the Qantas Boeing 737-800. Also, I think we might even depart a few minutes early. So, first up with the seat, you have a tablet holder, which is pretty handy, except if you just have a phone, which I feel like most people these days would, it's not so handy unless you have a specific type of cover. Then you have a tray table here, which is absolutely, well, actually not spotless, but it's really clean, which is nice. You can pull it out and in. That's not great, but I won't be eating on that. So that's good. It's nice and easy to adjust. There's a coat hook on the side which looks a little bit battered, but it is 18 years old, so keep that in mind. And then you have a magazine here, which looks nice, and then the safety upside down safety card, which is, it might just be me, but I feel like that's an older one, but it doesn't really matter, it's the same plane. And yep, leg room on today's flight. I should also pull my bag down. Leg room on today's flight, it's good, but it isn't. Some planes are better. For instance, the Jetstar Boeing 787, Virgin 737, Rex 737, that's better. But for a flight of 2 hours, especially for me, since I'm not very tall, it's more than enough. And then on the side here, you have the recline controls, channel volumes and all that. You also have, there we go, that's a bit better. You also have USB port down here, which is handy to charge your devices. And a headrest, which I'll show you right now. It's very stiff, but it works properly. I must say this seat in particular is pretty comfy. So yeah, but that's about it for the seat features of this aircraft. This plane should also be Wi-Fi equipped, I believe. But all in all, for a flight of this length, it's a really good seat. And I probably could deal with it as long as it has Wi-Fi for a 5-hour flight to Fiji or something like that. Also about the flights departing that are Qantas, there are actually technically the crew and all that I actually think are Alliance Airlines. They do fly Alliance Embraer 190s marketed as Qantas from here down to Adelaide and Canberra on the occasion.
Brad Williams and First Officer Ryan the Legend Melville. We'd like to welcome back our Qantas and One World frequent flyers on board your flights down to Melbourne. It's great to have you with us. Careful.
To make your journey a safe one, as we take a journey through 100 years of innovation.
You can undo your seatbelt by lifting the flap. Keep it done up low and tight during takeoff, landing, and whenever the seatbelt sign is on. That includes infants and children. While seated at other times, we recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened.
Welcome to Australia's first international airport, right here on Sydney Harbour.
Smoking isn't allowed on Qantas flights anymore. Your aircraft is fitted with smoke detectors, including in the toilets, so there's no smoking.
Jack the Brand, who invented the very first inflatable escape slide raft. Your aircraft today is fitted with escape slides, which the crew will operate in an emergency. If you need to evacuate, leave all items behind. Slide leaning forward with your hand on your knees.
lot darker now. We're now just passing through 37,000 feet. The cabin crew very swiftly came around and handed us our in-flight service. So just here I have the Schweppes mineral water, which is always tasty. And then it would appear I have chicken pie, which I'll let you know how that was once I finished it. That's what it looks like. It looks not too bad. But I would expect something like this size considering it is dinner time. Now here at our cruising altitude of 40,000 feet. I just finished as much as the pie as I will eat. Look, obviously it's not going to be the best chicken pie I've ever had, but it's actually one of the better ones that I've had, considering generally I'm not a chicken pie fan. I think it's actually pretty good. And for airplane food, it's really nice. For a 2-hour flight, this is certainly acceptable, and I would actually say good. Experiencing a few minor bumps, certainly nothing uncomfortable, but it is still something to note. Also, the internet is very slow. Have now just got up from my seat to have a look around the cabin. So beware, seat 9A has no window, and seat 10F, it has a window, but I wouldn't consider it to be a whole window, it's like half a window. So I feel like the nose is pointed up a bit, it feels like that. Also, we have climbed a further 1,000 feet to a cruising altitude of 41,000. Have a look at the view from 22. It's really nice. It's a really comfy, relaxed, quiet flight. But yeah, and then that's about it. Also, recline situation. I'll show you in a minute. The recline situation is also pretty decent. If I push the seat back, there you go. Headrests are good too. Anyways, should be landing in about 50 minutes. We have actually started our descent into Melbourne Tullamarine International Airport according to Flight Radar 24. We still have 18 minutes to go, but we're already down to 15,000 feet. Now on approach and landing into Melbourne Tullamarine International Airport. Pretty decent if you ask me. I'm 25 minutes early. Welcome to Melbourne, everyone, and by the way, that landing for Boeing 737 was particularly smooth.
Welcome to Melbourne. Qantas would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land. The local time is 23 minutes past 9. Seatbelt sign is still on, however, if your mobile phone is within reach of you, you may now take it off flight mode. Making use of e-cigarettes not permitted whilst disembarking and throughout the terminal. Just a reminder, carry-on bags may have moved in the overhead locker, could fall out, so please take care. In the terminal building, please take all leftover masks and wipes with you and dispose of those into the general waste bin. Once the seatbelt sign has been turned off, where possible, please maintain appropriate distance between yourself, other customers and crew. If you have checked in bags on board the flight this evening, they'll be available at carousel number 1. If you are returning to Melbourne, welcome home. If you're visiting, we hope you enjoy your stay. Thank you for choosing to fly with Qantas and OneWorld. We hope you have enjoyed your flight. We look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you and good evening.
Also in the background, you can see there's an Air India Boeing 787, as well as a Bamboo Airways Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. The Bamboo Airways aircraft is new to Melbourne and still pretty rare, so that's cool.
Cabin crew, disarm the doors and cross-check.
Now time to disembark.
See you, buddy.
Thank you so much. Okay, back in Melbourne. Thank you. Okay, so now here in Melbourne, it's a lot fresher than up in Queensland, but still not too bad. Well, I need to go and sleep because I've been up since 4 AM and it's nearly 10 PM. So yeah, I'm going to conclude today's trip report here. So firstly, check-in and security and the lounge was all really good at Gold Coast Airport. And boarding was, though it was rushed, it was still pretty good. So that was all good, and it was nice and humid out there, so boarding through the air bridge wasn't much of a problem. And here's our plane that took us all the way down here. And then service of the crew were really nice. Also, I love seeing all these international planes. There's an Air India pushing back right now. And the crew are really friendly. The service, it just felt very relaxed, welcoming. And it was overall just a really nice flight. The food was good. Wi-Fi, it's certainly a lot better than all other airlines because you just can't beat even slow Wi-Fi on a flight like that. But yeah, it was quite slow, but as I said, easily dealable with. But yeah, so overall it was really good. We arrived early, so that's also very impressive. The verdict from me would be, I think that if you have a choice on this route, I paid $195 for this flight with Qantas. It's quite expensive. Now, Virgin often have $90 flights, Rex do $99. I don't think it's worth paying the extra $100 for the Qantas service. I would most certainly, though, pay an extra $20 to $30 for it, since it is pretty good. And yeah, if you can get a good deal, I would take it. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. A like and subscription if you appreciated this video would help me out a lot, and I would appreciate it. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.